Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Ralph Singh, and I am thrilled that Helene has thought of me to do this wonderful project. First and foremost, the Sikh tradition is a contemplative tradition. It grows out of a sense of God's constant presence. Simple base core is there is one God. It doesn't matter what people call God. It is the prayers are going to the same place. The blessings are coming from the same place. All creation grew out of the same source. The cosmos is driven by the same source. He had said, come on, what's the use of extending your life for thousands of years and standing on your feet and practicing all these austerities if the world is burning? Come on, if you have any sense of God or any spiritual power, quote unquote, come down and help the people who are struggling. All the way to Mecca, there is still a shrine to him outside of Baghdad, and to Mecca where he and there are wonderful stories. If he fell asleep, he came, he lay down, and his feet were facing the Kaaba. And the guard said that, how can you show such disrespect? Move your feet away from God's house. And he said, move my feet where God doesn't dwell. Move my feet from where God does not dwell. And as the guard moved his feet, the Kaaba moved with it.
When Guru Gobind Singh was born, there was a Muslim saint who saw the light, and he followed the light and he came to Guru Gobind Singh's house. And he was very, very concerned that who did he come for? He's born in a Sikh family, and now there are Hindus there and Muslims there who are fighting. Did he come for them also? He was very concerned. So what he had in his mind, so he brought 2 parts of milk. In each hand he has milk, okay? So when he went to the house, Guru Gobind Singh was a little boy, okay? And he asked that he wanted to see the baby. So they brought him out, they see him, and in his mind he prayed, that if you have come for the Sikh, for the Hindus or for Muslims, he wanted to know. And as a child, Guru Gobind Singh Ji put his hands on both sides, that he didn't come only for Sikhs, he came for Hindus and Muslims too, Mm-hmm. He came for all of them. So, that we are taught from the beginning, okay, that we that we must learn to accept all faiths. And in Guru Granth Sahib it's written that we must, accept Bible, Torah, Quran, and Vedas, okay? Mm-hmm. So we do not only say it, we really practice that.
Come on, Shiona. Raising children. See? So the head was carried to where Guru Gobind Singh waited. Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked what had happened. And after the Guru had been beheaded, the emperor said, will you come forth and claim his body? Nobody came. They were all afraid. They had just seen his close disciples martyred. They saw the Guru martyred. And so Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, okay, that will never happen again. That as long as it's nice and you claim, you're going to say, okay, he's my Guru, you're going to say I'm a Sikh, but when the chips are down, you're going to shrink back in the crowd. He said that'll never happen. And so here he is at age 9 or 10, raising his hand and saying, from this day forth, I'll create a force in the world that if one of my Sikhs is standing among 100,000, he will be recognized. And so that was the sense of the day at which Amrit was given, was willing to distinguish oneself. And the story of the ceremony is quite well known, which is he called all his Sikhs together, and it was, let's say, a picnic-like atmosphere. Everybody's going to see the Guru, but when the Guru came out, he had his sword drawn. It said, "My sword wants a head." And so the crowd obviously quieted down. Out of the crowd, one man stood, walked up, was taken into the tent. You hear the sound of sword dropping. Out came the sword dripping with blood. "My sword wants another head." And so in succession, 5 men rose out of the crowd, walked and gave their heads. At the end of that, the tent opened. Out came the men alive. There are many people who don't have the sense of faith to say that the Guru could take their heads and then bring them back. Some may say they've killed a goat in there, whatever, but we have full faith that the Guru had full power to do whatever he wanted. So out came this sense that these are my 5 beloved. Within the Sikh tradition, this sense of, quote, initiation into the order of Khalsa, which is the order of the pure, that was meant to be when you are ready. In the old days, forget the time of the Gurus, but in the old days, a member of the congregation would stand up before the say, "I want to be initiated, I want to take Amrit." And they would say, "Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you given up smoking? Hey, you don't have your lust under control, you get angry, you get, what are you going to represent?" Because the Khalsa, if you read, is the epitome of character.
We get up in the morning, we shower. First thing, before we eat our breakfast, we go to the prayer room, okay, and we pray there. And, like our holy book, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the way you have Bible, Torah, Quran, we have Guru Granth Sahib Ji. I come downstairs, make a, pudding, okay. So we offering, okay. We take it to the prayer room, we say prepare, and after we offer that to God, we take the holy book from the bed. We open it randomly, and we take from there an order. Whatever the order comes from that, for us, that's for the order for the day, for us to follow that order. So we do that, and after that, there are 5 prayers. Most of the Sikhs do those 5 prayers. Jagdi Sahib, Jap Sahib, Savaye, Chapai Sahib, Anand Sahib, So we do all those prayers every day. At night, we say a special prayer. We close the holy book, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and say a prayer and thank him for the whole day, and bring him back put him on the bed. Okay, this is how our day starts, and our day ends in the prayer room.
And so this is, so if you see, hi sweetheart. So if you see that Guru Granth Sahib is ensconced literally on a throne, and everybody in the congregation would sit on the floor. There are no assigned seats, no higher or lower, and women are separate but equal. So you would have women on one side and men on the other. So when we say we would open randomly, here is Guru Granth Sahib. This is the same. There aren't different versions like you would have a King James or a modern or an old. Guru Granth Sahib is the same wherever you are. Nothing has been since it's printed now, but it's only printed in one. But it used to be handwritten. But everything is the same. No words have been changed. No pages have been changed. Everything is the same. I come to your feet. I come to your holy feet. Please protect me and lead me out of this darkness in your path of light. So that would be the order for today. And so many of the revelations are in that line of pure devotion, of pure. Then there's some which are extremely iconoclastic, sort of against the corruption of saying the hypocrisy and things. But the vast majority speak of one's linking to God. This is central.
Right.
This is what
This
is
is the
central.
center.